All right, here's this story. Now, you know that we're in a proxy war with Ukraine. In Ukraine, we're in a proxy war with Russia, and we've tried to stop them from selling oil on the world market, which is screwing up the oil world, which is why you're paying $9 at the gas, $9.54 in California for a gallon of gas, and inflation is through the roof. Now, to the point where we're begging Venezuela and Saudi Arabia for oil. Joe Biden is going to Saudi Arabia to personally give a cone job to the prince, and here we are. We're releasing sanctions on Venezuela to get them to sell more oil. U.S. to allow Venezuela oil to be shipped to Europe. Report. Let's look. The U.S. will reportedly resume allowing Venezuelan oil to flow to Europe. People familiar with the matter told Reuters. The outlet on Sunday reported that any spa and Respo SA, which are Italian and Spanish respectively, could ship Venezuelan oil to Europe as early as next month after the Biden administration authorized the plan last month. People familiar with the matter told Reuters that the oil has to go to Europe. It cannot be resold elsewhere. Okay. The Biden administration's reported permission to allow for the use of Venezuelan oil comes as part of a push to rely less on Russian oil and redirect Venezuela's shipments from China. So I guess Venezuela's been sending their oil to China, and they now want it to go to Europe. And I'm guessing the United States is lifting some of the sanctions they put on Venezuela for that to happen. Earlier this year, talks of lifting those sanctions and engaging more with Venezuela about oil were criticized by lawmakers. Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Bob Menendez, who is a criminal, said a deal with Maduro for the purchase of Venezuelan oil risked perpetrating a humanitarian crisis that has destabilized Latin America and the Caribbean for an entire generation. Tennessee Representative Mark Green said it would be outrageous to even consider buying oil from Iran or Venezuela. We got to get it from the good guys, the Saudi Arabian head butchers.
Well, don't worry. It sounds like they're giving it all to Europe, and we're not getting it.
Yeah, we're not getting it. Yeah. The U.S., let's see. The U.S. will reportedly resume allowing Venezuelan oil to flow to Europe. The Biden administration's reported permission to allow for the use of Venezuelan oil comes as part of a push to rely less on Russian oil. Allow. So this is what this person...
Allow, yeah.
Allow. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, we can put a...
That we give permission to let one country sell something to another country. We get to allow it. Sounds like imperialism. If it pleases the crown, may another country do business with another country? Very well said, Libertarian Party of Tennessee. Biden's policy choices have put him in such a bad spot, he's not only groveling to MBS and the Saudis, which he called a pariah state during the primary, he's now also boosting Maduro in Venezuela. This is their big plan for Europe. This is their big idea to do this to Russia and Ukraine. This is their big idea, and now look what's happening. So I really hope that podcast I did yesterday with that guy from the Washington Post doesn't get disappeared, because we talked about all this. So there it is. The idea that the United States is making a good decision in Ukraine is ridiculous. We're hurting ourselves. The Russian ruble is stronger than ever. Russia is making alliances with people like China, people like Saudi Arabia, people like Italy, people like India.
Their gas is cheaper.
Their gas is cheaper, baby. So there you go. It's all over. We're starting to use Venezuelan oil. Good for Venezuela. Here we're doing stand-up comedy in Los Angeles on June 11th, and then we're going to Chicago, Sacramento, and San Diego on July 16th for the taping of my new special. Go to JimmyDoreComedy.com for a link for all tickets. See you there.